Then they have a bench on top of things.
Maybe they're gonna do it. Maybe they'll pull it out. That'd be nutty. I'm down for that.
I wouldn't count that out because of what I saw last game from King Gaming, you know.
Oh, that no.
No,
God
they
damn.
see the
No. No. Well, can they? Let's see. It could be Underlord. Underlord 1. No. Winter. It's an Underlord 1. They're gonna put the Morphling on a support, and they'll go for the Vici. Yeah.
Strength Morphling, right?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So we might still see it, but you're gonna say it's a pretty good game for the Morphling, isn't it?
I didn't say it, you said it, but I'm gonna say I agree on that. I can't disagree. There's an Earthshaker, there's an Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I mean the matchup versus the Ember mid is pretty nice matchup for the Morphling. From what I've seen so far, people like putting the Morphling against the Ember in that match in the lane.
Yeah, easy farm, but the Ember is going to be a side lane Ember, hopefully, after they see the Morph. And then they're going to last pick a OD. OD is game winning right here. The last ban of King Gaming should be OD. And what would the replacement of OD be? They need a win condition hero. TA? TA is decent. I think TA could work.
TA destroys the park as well if they want to put the puck on the core.
TA will be would mean that the Morphling cannot go mid because Morphling doesn't do good against TA, and it gives them a sharp timing to finish the game. And they have Roshan, they have Catch, they have Team Fight. Because right now, if you look at their lineup, they have Catch. Alright, they have Catch, they have Team Fight, they have a front line. They lack for Vici they lack a win condition, so TA is perfect for that. Tower damage. They don't have tower damage right now. They have everything but tower damage. So we'll see what does Vici choose to go for here as their tower damage.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you see the Venner kind of providing Vici Gaming's lineup here?
Own the Morphling in the lane. You make life miserable and you push his tower with the Plague Wards.
Yeah, this is a hero that doesn't... I was going to say.
It's a very strong lane with Earthshaker. Very annoying for Morphling. You should be able to dilute the poison, your water. But no.
That's true. Well, if it goes off that, then, you know, this game would be very interesting with fire and water and everything like that. But
so, waveform Ember, what happens?
Yeah.
Steam
Ember. That would make that'd make it really interesting. They're gonna ban the Weaver once again. So just
no OD for you.
And what can they do? They put the Underlords at 3, the Venge Puck support. They're gonna look for either a mid or the 4 from Keen.
Mid. Last pick a mid hero. Space Maker. Or I mean Puck could go mid if the matchup allows him to go mid. I think if it's not a TA here from Vici, you could put the puck mid.
I don't think Vici can TA though, because if they TA, then you just Husker from Keen, unless Husker's banned.
Shadowfiend gives them a win condition. Tower damage. Shadowfiend is their tower damage. You do not want to go magic build, I think, this game. You go for the right click build. Kill buildings. So, what is the pick here to counter the Shadowfiend? What is their pick?
Well, what are they looking for? They got the Morphling in the win condition. They just want the good lane matchup versus Shadowfiend.
I think they should just go puck mid and pick a Earth Spirit. I think that sounds good. You need a roaming hero against Shadowfiend so you can punish him in the laning phase. Earth Spirit sounds legit this game. You silence the Ember Spirit, you silence the Earthshaker, you roll on the Shadowfiend, you bully the shit out of him in the laning phase, and your Morphling is gonna carry you. Sounds good, right? Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yeah, I agree.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, I like that. Let's see if Keen agree and
they don't agree. Conka mid. But Conka loses his lane against Shadowfiend. Or am I wrong?
Yeah, I don't. The matchups, I'm pretty sure any melee matchup pretty much for Shadowfiend's favored. At least the majority is what I'd say.
There's one matchup that can beat Shadowfiend. There's one melee hero in the game, or maybe 2.
How's the monkey fare?
No, Meepo.
Oh yeah, okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
no. Meepo now actually is a lot weaker because you don't get the second Meepo at level 3.
yeah. That the
Get it?
Meepo got nerfed hard. From
Wait,
what?
what? What's Meepo? There's no more Meepo in the game. He's gone. He's gone.
He's God. That I mean, that here is nuts. I did like the fact that Meepo could be like this cheese pick. Like I kind of like
What?
that. Like it's no
What?
no okay.
Excuse
Hear
me,
me out.
you like Meepo?
Okay.
You like Meepo?
No, but I just like it's such a high skill hero, and seeing people play Meepo really well, I think it's nice what it offers. Like it gives a team a lot of flexibility. Like you can last pick this Meepo, and it just opens up the draft. That's what I like at least about those cheese picks is that because it makes your drafting so much easier when the enemy team has to ban like a Brood or a Meepo, etc. You know, it's things like these.
All I'm hearing is you like mozzarella, you like blue cheese. Do you like cheddar cheese?
I love cheese. I love cheese. Don't even get me started. Blue cheese is where it's at. I am a big blue
Sorry,
cheese fan.
I hate blue cheese.
No, well, I don't. You don't have to say
I'm
that.
a mozzarella guy. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella?
Yeah,
Oh,
mozzarella, cheddar, those are fine.
Any cheese. Give me some cheese. Oof. Tastes very, very nice. But with the lineup, is there anyone you're particularly favoring at the moment?
Of course, the cheese. Morphling is the cheese.
Too much cheese. Small things.
Morphling is the highest skill cap hero in the game, in my opinion. He's the hardest because you technically need to be able to play every single other hero to be able to play Morphling well. I mean, you laugh, but it's true. It's true.
I guess.
Because you need,
yeah,
you
yeah,
need to
okay,
know
yeah.
the other hero to use your ultimate.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll agree to disagree.
You're
On the
not
ulti
convinced.
part.
You're like, Meepo is the hardest,
No.
hardest hero in the game.
Meepo is. Yeah, Winter, you got a good Meepo.
I used to play Meepo in Dota 1, but not anymore.
And what happened to your micro then, from Dota 1 to Dota 2?
It's gone.
It's just
Gone.
vanished.
I got old.
Just just wear down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You're old man Winter now. Old man Fear, old man Winter. I reckon you can still pull off a micro here.
I just don't want to. It took me so much time to adjust to Dota 2. I couldn't even be bothered to even try to micro in Dota 2.
Yeah, who wants to learn Meepo, honestly? That here. Don't even get me started.
And then it took me like half a year to get used to QWER because I was a legacy key user.
Why didn't you stay legacy? Did they have that option at the start, or?
No, I made the switch like 3 years ago. 2.5, 3 years ago.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because it's just more efficient. My old man brain can't keep up with the game, so I need to reduce my brain load and make it more efficient. So I changed to QWER, and it worked out well for me because my old man brain was able to increase its capacity.
I mean, that's the main thing. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you don't want to be thinking too much. Does it open up your?
You want to be thinking too much, but you don't want to be having to think too much to play.
Yeah. Does it open up your fingers for different hotkeys, etc., with being QWER?
Not really though, but I just have less misclicks when I use QWER.
Sure. Yeah.
Because when you play like heroes like Invoker, Rubik, sometimes you do misclicks. Like for me, it happens to me when I use Legacy Key, but it doesn't happen so much. Actually, it didn't happen at all when I changed to QWER because it's all the same.
What's the legacy keys? Which ones are? I don't even know. I know.
You don't want to know. You don't need to know.
No.
It doesn't do you any good.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, that's true.
You already have iPhone Plus 10 Plus. Don't go back to iPhone 3, please.
No, I'm not saying I want to use it. I can't even remember what the hotkeys are for legacy. So
were you a Legacy Key user?
No.
But you played Dota 1?
No, I never played Dota 1. Started in 2013, I think. Something like that.
I retired in 2013.
Is that when you still playing Legacy, or?
Yeah, when I was playing tournaments back then, I was Legacy. I only made the switch. I told you 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't playing already, but I just felt like to increase my excitement and fun in pubs, I need to be able to think of the stuff that I can show the enemy or my teammates. So I need to use QWER.
Now look at you. You're a god on the QWER. On you just no one can beat you. Honestly, come on, we gotta hype you up a little bit here, Winter. You gotta help me out. Just be
I
like,
have to help you out. You have to help me out. You are the
no,
play-by-play. You're the hype cast, man.
the hype man. The hype man. We'll hype this bad boy up. Vici, get me.
I am the supporting core here. You are the win condition. You're the
No
win
win condition. I mean, I'll take that. That's a nice way to put it.
Oh, blinding light!
No, YDS got it.
No. Oh, that was so close. That would have been the play of the week.
The play of the week here, classic old Coddle just running up to a bounty and then shooping it with blinding light.
Shooping it.
Oh, shooping. It's some Aussie banter. Shoop is just like when you take something, you shoop it from someone. You just kind of snatch it from them. I don't know. Me and my mates, we just. Yeah, honestly, Aussie slang is like just a whole nother thing. I could go on about that for. There's some. Yeah, Australia's got some interesting slang, but I'm sure there's sure you
So
and your friends.
You're a shooper.
A shooper? Well, depends what am I shooping though. Like I'm not gonna just say that like outright. It just gotta depend, But
So back to Dota, it's a banner against Morphling lane. So there's a huge creep wave running to his tower now. That sucks for the Morphling. So the bench has to be the body here. Alright, that Sliver did not connect on the Morphling. Missed. GG. But Earthshaker is pulling another 2 waves of creep. I mean, this is great. Morphling kind of doesn't want to last hit on the tower. They say this.
is this the reason why he pulled? So you forced the Morphling to last it onto tower?
Yeah, he's gonna take a lot of damage. It's not fun to last hit on the tower like this. Look at this. Oh my god.
Wow. Is Arthur dead here actually? Yeah, I think Yang might be able to find the kill. He's got the creeps to tank up the tower.
He's okay. Headdress.
Tango was already going as well. Yeah, okay. Thought it would be a little bit more damage there, but yeah, you see how much regen they actually just forced out there from pulling the wave back in, and now they got the equilibrium for a little bit at least.
Looking at what's happening right now, it feels like all the lanes are gonna be difficult for the Radiant. And here we see a rotation. Shaker is thinking about moving mid because it's a Shadow Feint against a melee hero. There's a lot of kill potential, but that's an excellent ward here. This ward here. It's going to scout out all the Earthshaker rotations.
The high ground placements now is just so easy to be able to scout out, I think, movements from position 4s. Because you've got like the respective one on both mid lanes. Like it's just scouting out kind of that position 4 rotating from the off lane. You got the Radiant one on the higher ground, then you've got the Dire ward up there as well.
Yeah, I think it's especially important when you're playing
top actually, YDS. Could be first blood here. It's got the orb up in a couple of seconds, but unfortunately that is a couple seconds too long as we see DY with the last right click from the old man will be able to secure first blood.
Dota is a game of seconds.
Seconds, inches. I like to say inches as well. I mainly get that from baseball, but
why?
Little things. Well,
the pitch. Well, has it something to do with the pitch?
No, it's just like it's a game of like it's like when I could go just the pitch and just the strike zone and a bunch of other stuff. It's a game of inches. It's just close calls and if someone's out, it's as we do. So PYW down bot though, so I'll find Arfu. Nice little kill for them. You see the Venom Earthshaker matchup, like you said, just havoc on the lane.
Starting to have a hard time right now. Now Venom has level 2, so he's gonna be able to harass the Morphling a lot. And the creep wave, if he controls the creep wave here, that would be really good for him. Earthshaker is about to control the 4-minute rune, so just playing towards what he needs to do perfectly. Top rune. So in this room for the Shadow Feint. The Shaker is just causing a lot of problems. But this Konka is, mind you, this Konka is the last pick hero, and he's doing very, very badly in the lane. I don't really like this. You know, like why would you want to pick a lane losing matchup? I would only agree to that if that hero can be a win condition. You know, he's your win condition hero. But this Konka is neither the win condition, and he's neither a good matchup. He's just there to make the overall lineup feel better because he provides catch, he provides team fight, and right now he's jungling at 4 minutes. He's providing you with nothing.
And because the Conker's now because Conker's now jungling, would you like to see can Vici Gaming put a lot of pressure on bot, force the Morphling out of this bottom lane, and then Morphling's like where does the Conker and Morphling go there? Like, is that a play you can? Yeah, but how's that gonna work?
All hands.
Yeah, exactly. So
sharing the jungle camp, they're gonna be able to push the towers for now. VG catapult wave is coming. I am here instilling the mindset of the catapult once again, reminding you.
The catapult timing's incredibly important, as we see just the amount of pressure on the tower. Yang has gone for the 2-2 build, of course, no points in the playbook. This early just wants to have the laning stage presence. He's got that
Spirit Vessel later, and he has a lot of HP regen reduction. So he's actually, this hero is kind of counter to Morph, yeah? Because if you max your Sting, you have 30% reduction, and then you buy a Vessel and you put that on him. GG.
GG indeed. How is Morphling gonna end up being a play around with the attribute shift? It does kind of make it a little bit difficult here. So you said it was
the damage. Look at him. He's taking so much damage from that when he's shifting his strength because he doesn't even get the full amount from it. This is actually the plan. This was actually the plan.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pick for them, and we'll see why
Steal his rune.
Yeah, that's really important. That's nice.
Stole his rune. He's a criminal, a thief.
Criminal. I mean, he still had the invis in the bottle, so I think Shadow Fiend was pretty much full mana anyway. So, but it is a nice little stag there, as we see. You know, the kind of good lane for raiding is the Underlord, but what is? I mean, Underlord's gonna have to get beefy pretty early on and just defend the towers. It feels like, because they're gonna struggle.
Be the bristleback. Be the guardian of the tower, and use your life to make space for the Waterman. Which is, look at him. This Waterman is just in.
He's struggling.
No man's land struggle city. He's in the trench. He's well below poverty level right now.
Yeah, 16 loss. It's a bit of poverty level right now.
Social support.
Oh, unfortunately, maybe Venge can help out with that if she gets close enough. But right now, I mean, don't they just shove the lane and then dive the Morphling, which it looks like they're setting up for with PYW? He's gonna find the courier, and Yang also has a point in the ultimate at level 6 here, so Eric is just gonna end up falling. The fissure from.
What? Yeah, waveform. I think he just accepted his fate.
Yeah, I think he's just like, alright, I want to... Oh, Ori? This is very deep from the Shadow Fiend. I mean, this is a massive pick-off, and they're going to find it.
Nice. They're keeping the game fun.
Even, yeah, that's fun. Yeah, that's another way to put it. Give him a little bit of handicap, I'd say. I mean, Ori just... Okay, chuck out a fissure as well, why not? Just...
Hyperbolic chamber, you know? You cannot make training become too easy.
Yeah, just put some, you know, force some mistakes and
challenge yourself so you can
improve.
Have a higher ceiling. Yeah, improve. Have a higher ceiling.
Yes, he's gonna kind of right click down here. Be able to the good old level 6 and just back to base.
Sorry, I can't stop but look at this Morphling. Oh my god, he's getting owned by this Venom, so.
Okay, so while we got time, like, it looks like they're gonna push bot, but this really looks like, I don't want to say I mean, their lanes are just awful in the draft. What? I know this game is far from over, but how important are drafts in being able to win? Like, say, are there draft wins? That's what I want to say. Like,
yes.
Can
they are not using, like, in my opinion, because when you draft, right, you need to look at whether your first pick. I've told you this before a couple of times.
Yep.
Your plan needs to be based on whether you're first pick or second pick, because the sequence affects a lot of what's happening in the game. Like, if you're second pick, like what King Gaming is, you're more likely to lose your lanes, your side lanes especially, because you're picking your hero first and the first pick team is responding to your hero. So what you're gonna do about it? You have to pick stronger supports that can do better in the lanes, or you should pick like a Tusk or Earthshaker that can allow you to tri-lane.
They're gonna attempt down bot. Hang on, Yang. He's gonna be under some
The
pressure here, and it
toxicity.
looks like, yep, they'll turn the toxicity back on top of the Venomancer with Erica.
It's
look at
diluted
Replicate.
right now.
The water, too much power. That's a nice kill for them to get. Give Erica a little bit of space, but
How much did he get?
219.
290, huh?
You'll take it.
I guess it's better than nothing. He's below poverty level. That would increase him to poverty level.
But yeah, the only thing the reason why I was asking is that as PYW is going to run up the observe ward, we do see the 10 minutes about to come through. So King Gaming, they're going to make a movement down bot here. They'll find another pick off. PYW will get caught. So even on the kill count at the moment, they're also going to be able to trade outposts. So a couple of bounties across the map. Looks like it is a 3-for-1, but. Yeah, the reason is that I've heard a couple people say that even after the draft, like it does, you're still, if you got a really bad draft, you still, the enemy team has to execute it. And I was just wondering, what the percentage is of.
You're not wrong by saying that. That's correct. But obviously, I always tell you, I'm a guy who likes to simplify things. Why do you want to make it hard for yourself, right? Why do you have to go into the hyperbolic chamber during an official match? You can go into the hyperbolic chamber during a downtime as much as you want, but not in an official match. Why would you want to do that to yourself? Look at the tennis players. They train so hard during the off season, but during the regular season, they're just traveling to play tournaments. They don't really train as hard because they need to rest.
Yeah, they don't want to put themselves in the hyperbolic chamber, as we're going to see. Well, Vici, they'll continue with that. Yang down bot. Does get the ultimate out here, but it's not going to matter. We'll still end up dropping.
Oh, he's playing way too cocky. He's supposed to do this, but he needed the supports to be with him, especially the Shaker and the Koto, both of them. Or maybe the Ember to make a rotation. But because the game has gone so well, all the 3-cores want to sit in their lane. So usually you'll see the Ember rotating to the bot lane to join the Venom to break this tower. But he's having too good of a game. I'm saying that like it's a bad thing, but...
Yeah, no, it's just that they're not playing around how aggressive the Venomender wants to play.
Yeah, they're not using the advantage.
I feel like Eurus doesn't, like if Eurus is gonna sit top, like I don't think they need any support help.
Look at who's here. Shadowfin is like, Ember, you're not coming? I'm the win condition and you want me to make a rotation? How dare you? But
how dare you?
But he understands somebody has to take out the trash, if you don't want to take out the trash and my wife doesn't take out the trash, nobody's gonna take out the trash and we're all going to stink. So somebody has to.
So someone's got to do it, and it looks like Ori has to do it with the drums picked up already. Very, very farmed on the Shadowfin. Yep, has the drums.
How often do you see anyone get the drums right now?
Not often. This item, yeah, it's an interesting item at the moment.
It's a forgotten relic.
That is
from
true.
The time of the old mans.
They're just going to drop the White Hulk here, Erica. So able to get the waveform, but it's going to be a bit of an issue with the Spirit Vessel directly on top of the Morphling. So no play potential coming through with the attribute shift, and really nice setup from them. So they bring the boys.
Yep, the last time Venom was winning. Where are you guys? Where's my team? Now everybody responds.
Yeah.
Sorry, Venomancer. Sorry. They're supposed to push the tower. We were having too much fun in the lanes.
I just noticed PYW is farmed. He's got 2k gold. He's about to have a pretty good blink timing as well. If he gets a little bit of the gold mid after this, so that's really nice. I mean, you've got this initiation now for Vici. The Earthshaker being a great matchup versus the Puck and finding the initiation.
Look at the Ember skill build. Look at his skill build.
Oh yeah, the 4/4. No point in the Flame Guard as well. That's kind of interesting because they do have a decent amount of magical damage on rating, as we do see the swap back. However, Eurus just beating onto them from afar with a slight. He's going to get the refresh as well. So it will be a 1-for-1, but this is very interesting.
Oh, he didn't get his blink. Oh no. See, you jinxed him. You said he's rich and he dies.
Well, he was rich. He got a little bit.
Still rich.
Yeah, he's still rich. That's alright. He can still be rich, but unfortunately, it's just a dead rich man.
He can afford to pay more taxes, mate.
So right now, would you want? I know top's kind of the dead lane, so a lot of the time the Venomancer is the one to play there. Would you rather Veno be mid though? Is this, you know, a hero that kind of sets up the wards and puts pressure on the tier 1 mid tower and just stops Radiant from being able to put any pressure on it? What lane is he supposed to be in? As we actually do see bot though, Venge inside the river will get brought down here.
I mean, it depends. So I think Ember Spirit can play the dead lane because, like I told you, if you want to play the dead lanes, either you have to be a low priority hero, it doesn't matter if you die, or you are a very hard to kill hero. Ember fits that billing, and Venom would allow them to sit here and push this tower better. I fully agree with you. You've been listening. I'm happy that my lessons have not gone to waste.
They have not gone to waste. Yeah, I was just asking mainly because I know there's some different times where, like, even though Veno is the one to be able to play the dead lane.
Fight! Hang on, bro. Fight!
We're gonna see. Just around the bounties, they're still gonna continue on with the Rem, trying to find the vision. Eurus will grant that as well. Now with the hole, connects onto the Conquer here. He's gonna get dragged back. He's able to get the boat off. He can pop the armlet toggles as well. You're gonna try and get that rift out from the under. Oh, beautifully done. The drag back from the Requiem, they're still able to find the kill, but it looked like that drag back just brought him away from the rift anyway.
The Kunkka needs to demand a refund from Uber. The Uber left without him, or he didn't get on the Uber. Where's my refund?
Oh, Afu? Just a warding expedition, but I think that ward got scattered out with the mango, so unfortunately that could just all be for naught. Beating over a kill over to Eurus. We'll see if they do D-ward that in the meantime. And here we go. Gain's gonna go mid, they got a catapult wave. It should be blinked now on PYW as well, and it is.
Radiant is really... And they're not connecting as a team, you know? They're not on the same page. They're not doing the right things. They have to play around, try to play around the boat Conquer with the Puck and the bench. I think this three, Puck, bench, and Conquer, they are the trio, they are the gang squad, you know? They have to stay together. And let the Underlord is pushing the dead lane, and Morphling is farming the safe area. The space here, the space here. Wherever it's safe, it's Morphling's lane. Wherever it's dangerous, it's the Underlord's lane. And whenever there's a tower push, the Underlord has a TP to defend. That's pretty much it. But they're not doing it. So right now, they smoked up the gang squad. And what can they do? The wave is pushing in. What? The Kunkka showed himself. It should be the Morphling's farm. I'm reporting this Kunkka.
But they smoked mid to try and catch a Veno that has Plague Wards already set up. I mean, Yang is just going to bait this, and now Vici, they're going to smoke up behind the Veno. Wrap around Erica's next on Observer, but it's not going to matter now with the swap. Veno directly in the middle is able to get the ultimate off. Incredibly tanky though right now, so they'll still continue to turn for the Conqueror. Another swap gives him a little bit of protection, but now PYW with Echo Slam finds two. Underlord's incredibly tanky here, but it's not going to matter. The rest of King Gaming just gets shredded through. The Vici lineup has way too much damage early on right now. Morphling still wants to show up here. He's got to be careful with the Spirit Vessel. Now they drop the White Hole as well, controlling up two. PYW has a chain lockdown. They'll drop the coil. It's not going to matter however. Ori with the follow-up. Requiem. They obliterate the Keen Gaming lineup, have to force two buybacks there. This is a dieback on Conquer. His game is just going to fall out of control, and it looks like it potentially might be. Arfu's going to try and help out, unfortunately doesn't have the swap. Dead for 70 seconds. Arfu's just hiding out in between the tier 1 tower, but Peekaboo, Ori finds the Venge, finds another kill.
Peekaboo, you like kids?
What? Well, he was kind of hiding there. He was a bit of a peekaboo. Was it not?
Yeah, but in my experience, only people who like kids use that reference.
Well,
or have kids.
Oh well,
So
no, I don't have kids, and no, I'm not married as well.
But when you play Dota, you have 4 kids to take care of in the game.
That's true. That's true. I got to look after the rest of the team. Just got to coach them around, but you know, it's. Who knows? Maybe they're playing a little bit of hide and seek in game. I mean, it kind of looked like it. Well, the Venge was hiding out a bit of a slither there. We're gonna see though. So Underlord is kind of taking, like you said, you want to put the Underlord. Actually, trying to see how much this Spirit Vessel is gonna help out to kill him here, but like you said, any lane that Dire are pushing, Underlord needs to be there, or farming up the dead lane as well. You know, this game's going pretty rough when Morphling has to go Yasha BKB as the first two. So
they can only blame the lanes, you know, they lost all the lanes. They didn't plan for it. That's why it's very nice when you open at the draft and your second pick when you have flexible heroes, because then you allow yourself the room to fix the lane matchup problems. You know, either you need to have this or you need to do what I said. You need to plan for tri-lane so you can, because you're gonna have weak side lanes, right? So you use the tri-lane to at least secure one side and you give up the other side. So at least you're not losing two lanes, you're losing only one. Everything needs to be well thought of with the draft sequence. Everything needs to be planned well. If you don't plan well, you plan to fail, and it's a GG.
And it's a GG, and then they just have the bad lane set up, and we put so much emphasis on the lanes, and Puck is going to get brought down. But if you don't have a good lanes, it's so hard to be able to transition that into the early to mid game.
No. You have to make it sound more severe. If you don't have good lanes, you don't play Dota.
Alright, you lose. That's it. You don't win the lanes, you lose. Plain and simple. We're seeing this now. Vici, they win the lanes, looking to steamroll this second game. It's 11,000 net worth lead with 20 minutes in as well. So they're just...
to be clear about that, right? When I say you need to win your lanes, but I mean you still can play the game as long as you don't lose the lanes. Like when you lose the lanes, you don't want to lose it like.
Echo top actually PYW. This is an Underlord. 10. This is a difficult kill without the Spirit Vessel. He's still relatively tanky. And with the Rift out, so Echo for the Rift, but okay. And in the meantime, already on bot? No, they don't have the vision.
I mean, you don't want to lose the lane too much, you know? Like, you could go down like 60-40 in the lanes and you still have a chance in the game, you know? Like, it has to be within the realms of being reasonable.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can trade even in some lanes or even like win one, but it's just kind of dependent on the rest of the draft afterwards. With the Will-O-Wisp dropped, Ori setting up for the Razors here. Now the Requiem combination, they're able to get the boat off at least. Maybe the damage delay might be able to help out with the rest of the team to be able to disengage here, but it looks like that's not the case. Yang can be able to find the Vengeful Spirit onto the backline, and that's, I mean, you love to see that. 2 kills right next to the tier 2 tower as well, so they'll just continue a little bit of pressure. YDS actually might be in trouble here, forced to drop the coil, or he's even going to commit the BKB to clean up the park. So is that a 10-second? That is a 10-second charge there, but that is some, and that's a, I don't know if I want to say ballsy, but you're just putting it out there. You'll pop a 10-second BKB for that support kill.
IDC, says Ori. IDC.
I do not care at all.
I just want the kill.
He's just getting in their heads, that's it. That is just a brawlic move right there. That's where he's got to drop a couple of items as well. Continue on the...
You know, sometimes it's the statement that matters, you know. You need to let out a strong statement. It's the morale victory that matters, not the actual victory itself.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta absolutely obliterate the opponents mentally. Like Dota, a mental game, just shred them mentally. I mean, OG, just the kings of it. And if you got to get into the heads, and we're going to see Vici continue. Again, it is the Underlord, but with the Spirit Vessel, this hero is not going to feel as tanky as before. YDS trying to hold out throughout the trees here, but I mean, Vici Gaming honestly just continuing to put pressure on top of the map, and kind of doing the best they can to allow the Morphling to get the farm, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's going to be enough here. I mean, Eric is still trying to hunt towards the BKB. They find another 2 kills. I mean, Coddle's even got a pipe. So Yang's just going hellbit, okay, and they'll walk up high ground here. I mean, they know the Morphling can't do anything right now, so they're going to force him back, and it looks like PYW is even trying to hunt the Morphling on top of the Creep Wave and maybe burst him down with the Echo if he doesn't have enough strength, but looks like still we'll be able to find the vision, but the rest of the team just continuing to put pressure mid. He can also cancel a TP as well if he's able to keep tabs on the Morphling there, so... You know, regardless, Yang's getting set up with the Plague Wards here. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana. I guess the good thing about the Coddle is you're able to help out there, but the double slide, Eurus almost finds the Puck here. Morphling gonna try and TP back, will be successful because the Earthshaker's not there. Now in the meantime, Eurus, nice dodge, able to get the slide off there. Drop the Will-O-Wisp as well, and now with the drag back into the Requiem. A perfect team fight's gonna come through. It is on both the tanky heroes from King Gaming, but they're able to shred through the Underlord, and Conker's gonna end up dropping as well with crits. And King Gaming, they're going to tap out here, so a incredibly clean 2-0 victory from Vici. Just a dominant performance from them.
They got outclassed. They got a lot of things to learn as a team, and how they want to play around. It feels like they are still quite scattered as a team, like how they want to play. They're not on the same page. They're not in the same direction. It's gonna take some time to fix, because when you're very accustomed to playing the way you play in pubs, and you put yourself in you get put in a team environment, it's a totally different thing, and you need to deal with human beings. Dealing with human beings is the hardest part of Dota. No, I'm serious. Like dealing with a team, like how to running the team, like
Yeah, 5 personalities.
how to play with each other. That's a process. It's a long process, and it's something that there's no shortcut. You need to deal with it and grow together. Like even the win conditioning that I mentioned is not even the most important thing right now for this team. It's more about like setting down the foundation. Who gets to play in what lane? Why are we playing like this? How are we using the map? So and so, Like the win condition thing can come later, but they need to set the foundations first. Like sit down, have a talk. I would say that in this kind of teams, the most important part every day, if you're living together, is the part where you eat lunch and dinner together, because that's when you sit down and you get to talk to each other. The talking is the most important thing right now. It's not even just the training.
Yeah, Keen needing to build that chemistry and the just identity of the team. Like you said, this is a newly formed roster. They're looking to build on it. Unfortunately, Vici, though, a very nice 2-0 victory from them. So we'll see what Keen are going to be able to do. I mean, this is a long season, so they got a couple more games ahead, which is important. Having this long season, you spoke about, it's going to give them a lot of time to work on things, build that identity, get the chemistry, having lunches, dinners, etc. together. So there is still Keen. It's very early on. This is just their second best of 3. But against the Titans in Vici Gaming, unfortunately, not looking as strong as what we might be hoping here. So Vici, a clean 2-0 victory from them. And that's going to be it for us tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we got 3 best of 3s tomorrow. So you guys are in for a treat. We're going to have Sparking Arrow up against Keen Gaming, Invictus Gaming up against Newbie, and then Asta up against Ocean as well. So a lot of China Dota tomorrow for the CDA. And with that being said, that's going to be it for us tonight. Vici, a 2-0 victory for them.